when there are long breaks, then the brilliance in it is the genuine joy and happiness you feel when you connect, right?
Yes, exactly. There's no routine. It's like discovering each other again.
Absolutely. Wonderful. I hope you have a good time here today. And
I'm
we
having
do.
a wonderful time, whatever happens. I'm at the moment in Spain until tomorrow. I'm in San Sebastian to
Mm-hmm.
learn Spanish. I'm
Ah,
staying with wonderful people, and it's great to learn new things. I'm learning surfing this week.
wow. That's
I'm s-
absolutely fabulous.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm over the moon.
Super, super. And
And you
everything
know,
else. Yeah.
it's incredible that your session is on joy. I was thinking just today, this morning, that I never seen a country or a city where people laugh out loud all the time. I
Yes,
hear people laughing, and it's so easy to laugh. People don't think you're crazy. It's so extraordinary.
absolutely.
It's
Absolutely.
wonderful.
Super. So, okay. I think you set the motion for the program anyway today.
Well,
And
you put the joy.
yeah. So, good evening, everyone. And I'm so grateful to Catherine for having literally set the mood for the session today. And as you all know, that this is an interactive session, it is not a one-way dialogue. It's not a monologue, it's a dialogue. And we have a lot of fun. We have 1 hour together with each other. And today, it would be nice if most of you can switch on your videos. Why? Because I want to see all of you smile. Stretch from one end to the other, one ear to the other. Just smile, right? We take ourselves so seriously. We take everything that we do so, with so much of focus, so much of attention. But when we do this, do you realize what happens to your eyes, to your eyebrows, to your face? Do you see the number of muscles that go into a certain, stress? We don't realize it because sometimes when you're told to relax, when you're doing meditation and you're asked, relax, and you will note and notice that certain muscles of your face and your body seem to be just melting away, isn't it? Now, that is one part of it. The second part of it is tell me honestly, all of you, how many of you enjoy or laugh at even the silliest or the most serious of things? Tell me your experience, anybody, any experiences that you've had. I'll share mine with you, which is very interesting when a little more people join. But yeah, tell me your experiences about laughing, smiling, and being joyous. How has it made you feel? Don't tell me it made me feel good, it made me feel nice. What happened when you enjoyed that moment? What did you go through? What went through your mind? What did you think you were capable of? How did you translate it for yourself? Anyone? Raise your hand. Oh, yes, Catherine. Yeah, sure.
Well, I used to think that being happy was only one part of the whole story, and that I had to be quite neutral, because if
Mm-hmm.
I went into too much happiness, I would be risking experiencing too much unhappiness.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And little by little, I see that God made us to be happy all the time, that it's okay.
Absolutely.
A huge weight off my shoulders, and I find the breathing and the gratitudes are the two pillars for me to
Mm-hmm.
find happiness all the time. I can always breathe, and I can always be grateful for my life, for the earth under my feet and the air in my lungs.
Yes. Absolutely wonderful. Yes. Well said, Catherine. What is happiness? What is laughter? What is joy? It is nothing. Because when you are happy, it ignites within you a sense of freedom, a sense of playfulness, masti, as we call it in Hindi. So, musty and playfulness and freedom doesn't mean that you're crossing or letting go of your boundaries. The joys that you get and the happiness that, when you're with nature. We live in cities all the time and we are absolutely bogged down by, well, nothing but structures all around us, and the traffic as it is, and the pollution, and people and noise, right? What happens? We're all the time living and creating ourselves to be part of a very stressful state. And in that, the day you decide, okay, let me take a short break and let's go to the mountains or the beach or anywhere where you are absolutely free. Haven't you seen that you're smiling all the time? You're laughing all the time. You're learning to enjoy with your family or friends, or even alone sometimes. That solitude, gives you that peace, that happiness, and that feeling of fulfillment. How many of you have felt that? Raise your hands and let me know. Okay, Catherine, yes. Anyone else? Yes, Shelley. Any experience you'd like to share, Shelley, Srividya? Anything you'd like to share with me?
Yeah, ma'am. I could relate to the one you said, solitude, because
Yeah.
I find most of the time, like, I'm so happy being alone because one
Okay.
is I feel I'm in a great company and I enjoy myself. Like,
Right.
whatever it is, like relaxing or reading a book or watching
Mm-hmm.
anything or
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is. So that is really a joy for me because something to know that, if you know when you're alone and you can be happy, that's something that I feel I've learned with time. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's not that easy. So
Absolutely. Wonderful. But you know something? We have a tendency to take ourselves very seriously. Raise your hands for that if all of us do that. I do. We all do. We take ourselves very seriously. And if we are in a particular profession or a job or a business, we feel unless we present ourselves in a certain way, we will be misunderstood or people will not relate to us. We create these mindsets, don't we? Because we just don't know how to just let ourselves be, let ourselves go. With all the thoughts, feelings, emotions that we have gathered inside us, we hold them, the reason that we make them and hold them so close to us. And we make those the reason of our growth. And then at the same time, as we keep growing with those, I would say, challenges or not negatives, but something that has been forced upon you in your life, we keep reducing the quotient of joy, happiness, mirth. Sometimes have you noticed that if somebody cracks a joke or tells something which is very humorous, either everybody will start laughing or some will find it a very, what is this? Why is he doing this? It is not, something that can be done or should be done in this environment. It could be workplace, it could be at home, it could be at studies, it could be with family, anyway. So what happens? We let go and we start forgetting the immense joy that had been given to us as a gift, which is enough reason to carry us forward in life. If you learn to be joyous about everything, laughter, what happens? You don't lose anything. I just see three faces in front of me, and one of them is looking a little serious. I just want to see smiles because smiles and laughter pushes you to create those hormones, those positive hormones, which can give you that courage and the strength to fight or to challenge or to meet any kind of circumstances that can come up in front of you. But sometimes it can become a puzzle if you're laughing too much or you're smiling too much. I have been known right from childhood to always have this kind of look on my face, a smile. I don't know how many of you have noticed that even when I'm talking to all of you, there's always well, they're going this way, not this way, right? Why? I don't know. But it has been part of me. And let me tell you a very interesting experience that I had when I was posted abroad. I was living in Germany. And Germany, is a little formal kind of country. Catherine can vouch for it. And, people are very, true to order, perfect, and they follow a protocol, especially at work. So when I had gone there, I wouldn't recognize the faces of half the people. So I went to the headquarters of my company, which is located in Germany. And here I am walking down the corridor, and there is a gentleman walking up, towards me. Of course, he's going to the lift. I'm going to meet my boss. And he has a very strict face, very, very, well, there's no other word, strict, firm, quiet. And as I was passing him, I was smiling. And as I came close to him, I smiled more and I said in German, "Good morning." So he was a little taken aback. Of course, he said good morning, but without a smile, and he went off. So my boss was peeping out of the corridor from his room. He had a stunned look on his face and he said, "Do you know who you are talking to? Why were you laughing? Why were you smiling?" I said, "Why? I mean, what's wrong?" So he said, "Do you know who that was?" I said, "No." So it happened to be the CFO of Siemens worldwide, of my company worldwide. That is a huge position, okay? And he was known to be a very strict man. Suddenly, I crumbled. I said, "Oh my God, I don't know. What is he going to think about me?" So again, a couple of days later, I had to visit the headquarters again. And here I am walking up the corridor, and there he is coming from the other side. I was a little conscious. Suddenly, all my energies vanished. And I didn't want to smile, but of course, I said very formally, with a half a smile, "Good morning," and I went off. Suddenly, he stopped and he called out, "Excuse me." So I turned back and he walked towards me and he said, "Why are you not smiling today?" I said, "No, I beg your pardon." The first day when I was smiling, he asked me, "Why are you smiling?" I said, "Because it's a beautiful day." And that was it. This time I wasn't smiling and he stopped me and he said, "Why are you not smiling?" I said, "I don't know." So he said, "Please smile. There's something I've learned from you. I know Indians do a lot of smiling, but at the same time, you have taught me a very important lesson because you made my day that day." So you understand the power of smile, the power of joy, the power of happiness. We all have it. The authoritative position that he was in gave me a little fear. I said, "Oh my God, what have I done?" But the next time he questioned me, "Why are you not smiling?" So if we learn, this is part of smiles. But what about joy? What about laughter? Do you laugh? How many of you laugh? Really laugh? Tell me. Okay, so it'd be nice to know that. Shelley, I assume you also laugh. How many people raise your hand? Do you really laugh? Do you laugh joyously? Do you laugh out loud? Do you do that? Okay. Maybe on the comments somebody is writing. No. Right. Okay. Never mind. So the point is, yeah, the hands are coming up. Oh, yes, Catherine, thank you for laughing too. So right now, what I decided was that we need to do a recitation this time to inculcate, to make all this part of us. We always talk of everything that is, you know, hurting us or not making us be a better version of ourselves or not allowing us to let the authentic us be outside. Now, in that authentic part of you, there is also this where you do not have to control your happiness and joy. Walking on grass, early morning in winter with the dewdrops and feeling this, the tension build up inside you, but then you jumping on the grass and walking is a lot of fun. If you're just sitting by the river or by a pool or anywhere and just lapping your feet in the water is a lot of fun. Being a child with a child is a lot of fun. Being a child or just being a happy person is a lot of fun because remember, having fun or experiencing joy or happiness is all part of what we do to ourselves and what we can do to ourselves. No one else can help us. Have you ever experienced, suppose you had a quarrel with your partner or with your loved one or family or someone, haven't you experienced it or remember that somebody would say, oh, come on now, you can laugh, come on now, you can do it. And then your anger would start melting and ultimately you would start laughing. Has it happened with you? I'm sure it has. Maybe in childhood, maybe you have done it to your children or to friends and family just to release the tension and the stress that may have been created. Now, again, this is going on as a dialogue. Can anybody tell me their experiences where they felt that either they were able to create that joy within themselves or there was a reason for real laughter? Even being silly is all right. With your best friends, don't you become silly? You behave in a particular way. You open up completely if they're your best friends. I mean, even the men, I'm sure, enjoy it with their best friends and have a real good time when they are with them. Haven't we all experienced it? We are able to do it with our friends because there are no barriers, there are no filters, there are no reasons, to feel that they will judge us or they will doubt us or they will, be having expectations from us. In every other relationship, we go through that. It's okay. That's part of my journey. If I am being judged by others, that's their problem, not mine. That's their story, not mine. If they have expectations, I mean, there are certain expectations that you may need to fulfill as a role in your role plays, as a daughter, as a brother, as a sister, as a mother, father, etc. But if all those guilts and complexes, etc., are being created, just remember why they are not yours. Why hold on to them? Correct. Now, can anybody tell me about some experiences? Anyone? Sri Kumar, Jai Shankar ji? Anybody
मैंने
having any
बहुत
experiences?
बहुत अनुभव किया है जॉय और इसमें तो
हाँ
कहीं
हाँ
घूमने भी गए हैं तो जब हम एकदम प्लेजेंट उसमें होते हैं ना बहुत मुस्कुरा रहे होते हैं हंस रहे होते हैं
हम्म,
तो रियल में हमें ये नहीं लगता कि हम ये केवल शरीर
हम्म,
क्या होता है एक तो मैंने फील किया कि अगर मुस्कुरा रहे हैं जोर जोर से हंस रहे हैं तो कई बार होता है सामने वाले को देख करके लगता है नहीं यार अपनी उसमें हंसो लेकिन ये
हाँ
मैंने कभी फील नहीं किया अगर कोई मेरे साथ में फ्रेंड भी गया तो मैं कहता था यार ऐसे कैसे मुस्कुरा है जैसे सड़ा कद्दू मुस्कुराता है तो मैंने कहा कम से कम खुल के तो मुस्कुरा लो ये तुम्हारे पास है इसमें जो भी है आनंद लो तो
या
मैं जब भी हर बार कुछ ना कुछ अगर हम जैसे बच्चों के साथ भी हैं या बड़ों के साथ भी हैं तो ट्राई करते हैं कि किसी ना किसी तरह से एक मुस्कान निकले चाहे
एग्जैक्टली
सिखाना भी हो तो खुद भी
एग्जैक्टली
अगर खुद को जोकर बनना है तो ट्राई करते हैं कि वो हंसेगा तो हमें और ज्यादा हंसी आएगी पर कोई बिल्कुल ज्यादा सड़ा कद्दू होता है तो उसको थोड़ा सा हंसते हैं कोशिश करते हैं ऐसे नहीं हंसता तो हम हमारे मौज में है भाई तू
हाँ
तेरी मौज में रहे वो तेरे को अच्छी लगी है हमारी
बिल्कुल
तो उसमें
So
ये
the
नहीं लगता कि मैं एयर हूँ या मैं फायर हूँ, उसमें ऐसा लगता है कि हम यूनिवर्स से एक हो गए।
absolutely,
और फिर जब सांस
absolutely.
लेते हैं तो वो भी ऐसे लगता है कि पैर के अंगूठे तक एक एक सेल तक जा रही है। और अगर जैसे कहीं गए, झरना भी है या पानी भी है, तो उस जल के साथ खेलने में इतना मजा आता है कि उसी के
बिल्कुल,
साथ मौज हो
बिल्कुल,
जाती है।
बिल्कुल.
और कहीं हरे हरे पेड़ हैं या फल हैं, कहीं ताजा कुछ देख लिया, पहाड़ पे चढ़ भी रहे हैं, तो
हम्म,
ऐसा लगता है कि हंसते हंसते पूरा समय निकल जाता है। और
बिल्कुल.
इतना मजा आता है कि कहीं कुछ लगता ही नहीं।
हाँ,
वरना छोटी भी सी चीज अगर किसी के कंधे पे रख दी जाए और उसकी लाइफ में प्रॉब्लम है, तो उसको ऐसे लगेगा पहाड़ है। और
सही
अगर आप
बात.
हंसते हंसते पहाड़ चढ़ोगे तो ऐसा लगेगा कि मैं तो कहीं आया ही नहीं, मैं तो बस चल रहा हूँ खाली।
Absolutely. Thank you, Jai
थैंक यू
Shankar
सो
ji. हाँ, yes, Sri, tell me.
Hi, Arti. Very good to see you after a long time.
Yes,
How are
good
you?
to see. I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, we saw in Aatmn's class, Awakening class in Bangalore last year.
Yeah, absolutely. I know that. You remember
Okay,
me from
so
there. Yeah.
yeah. So
Mm.
for me, I believe I usually as person with a lot of joy, Arti. I used to be like that, but now I believe a lot of responsibilities or a lot of things, daily life comes up, and the smile or the joy, there is a gap or disconnect.
Yeah.
You know, so not fully smiling, not really able to, you know.
Yeah, because what we do is we start owning all the responsibilities in such a way that they become a burden. Fine, if I know and accept and embrace that I have responsibilities, okay, I still have to live, right? But if I live with desperation or frustration or unhappiness, how am I helping I myself? I am pushing myself 10 feet, back and not allowing myself to move forward because first I have to get rid of all that, then think of starting to smile or be happy, joyous, and, positive. Because remember, when you are joyous, happy, and have laughter around you, you create the positive hormones. And the positive hormones help you to have that kind of courage and strength to manage and look after your life where you feel that you're going through problems, anybody for that matter, right? So just shed your responsibilities. They're there. It's okay. They're part of life. Everybody has responsibilities. But how much of it you make it a burden for yourself and not learn to enjoy the small pleasures of life or the happiness of life or the joy of life, that is up to you.
I feel
Correct?
great peace with me. I feel anytime, even though I'm working some whatever it is going on, uh, I can feel a certain level of contentment or some, but that is not coming as a smile. That is not coming as a overflow of joy or something. Now I'm talking, I can feel, I can come up like that. This
Yeah.
is not happening when the situations are on, but I feel within me any situations of life where a certain peace or certain you know the
Mm.
joy is there inside, but it is not bursting. It's not. I like to express. I like to come
So
out.
express. Don't worry about others. Learn to
Mm.
live your life your way. Nobody can live your life for you. Only you can live your life the way you want. Now, if you want to feel and think, I mean, I'm not talking about you, I'm just saying generally that, oh my God, I'm so burdened, I can't get out of it. You won't get out of it because
Yeah,
you
today
yourself,
I was in hospital. Both both unable to lift. Usually unusual. I was in hospital. I was the trip and the injections and all. In between, I was feeling very good inside, though situation was very painful, unable to stand, and I feel it's all okay. It's all
yeah,
fine.
yeah,
Inside, it's good. But
yeah,
that smile, bringing that smile up, and then really uh, that yeah, that expression part. Yeah, yeah,
great. Learn to express a little more,
yeah,
all of us. We all should learn it. It's not that it's something that we can suddenly start. Yeah, it takes a lot of effort because we're not
yeah,
used to it, right?
yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you, Sri. Thank you, Sri.
Thank you,
Yes, Neha.
Arti. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
Neha.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes,
Hi,
Neha.
how are you?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you. Yeah, tell
So
me.
you were talking about sharing like the experience that's there.
Yeah.
I do think with my partner, uh, what usually tends to happen is that because we are so like volatile, sensitive people, but I
Mm-hmm.
acknowledge and he doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I feel the need for all of those emotions and sensitivities to be acknowledged.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that, it's whitewashed with logic and it's pushed away.
Mm-hmm.
So what tends to happen is that in between he avoiding it and me anxiously wanting to address it, there's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of like difference, like arguments that tend to come up.
Mm-hmm.
But when none of that is happening, the happiness and the laughter that we share, like even over silly things, like anything, if I want to say 60% and he'll say 59.9 and we are just laughing over it. That
Mm-hmm.
just happens so beautifully. So
Yeah.
like I don't know what to do. He just thinks that some fluke of good moments and happiness will by default be there, but he just feels like there's too much of the other stuff that's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And he does his belief is that focus on things that are not well, because I only have the bandwidth right now to address that. Not interested in looking at gratitude and amplification of the good things and all of that,
Mm-hmm.
which I think can happen beautifully in our space, because I agree with what you said about laughter, joy, and happiness.
Yeah.
But at this point, as much as I appreciate it and really want to like have more of it in my life, I just don't know how to do it with someone who thinks that only the bad stuff needs to be focused on because city life is so hectic and only so much I can handle on my plate.
Yeah.
So I just need a little like understanding of a balance there, because
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like also we're so addicted to always having a good feeling
Mm-hmm.
all the time, that any one bad emotion that comes gets blown up
Yeah.
and it actually throws away all the good feeling,
Absolutely.
and
Absolutely.
pulls you down and drains you out, and you feel like all sad through the evening and everything, that sort of a thing. So
Yeah.
it's like I'm in two minds. I like what you're saying and I do it, but there's the other side of the coin, that this reality is there. So can
Yeah.
you throw some light there, please?
So, yeah, the point is that everything in life has polarity. Yeah, there's a good, a bad, the black and white, the light and dark, etc. They have to coexist. That is in life, nature, circumstances, situations. You just said bandwidth. Okay, that we are not, sometimes he doesn't have the bandwidth, etc. Remember, each one of us, I don't know if you've heard the earlier recitations and Friday programs, there was one done on vibration and frequencies. So if you can always look it up, in the on the YouTube
YouTube.
page, and there it was talked about that the frequencies and vibrations that all of us operate on are different, right? You may be operating at a frequency of, let's say, 170 hertz, that is love. He may be operating at something where there is responsibility and other things to take care of, which is much lower, let's say 100. So the gap is there between both of you in terms of the frequency, right? That's okay. That doesn't mean that you are not there for each other. But at the same time, since you're operating at, let's say, a higher frequency, there are expectations. So you
Yes.
have expectations that he should do this, or he should respond, like this, or he must try and do certain things the way you think would be the best compatibility factor will increase. But
Yes.
that is your expectation and it is coming from your perception of how things should be. He has his own perception and his own, frequency, as I said, that he's working on. The energy that he is receiving from you is that of judgment. Because the expectations are not met, that means you're judging him. Correct? Because you're judging him, he is backing off. So the day you learn to master your expectations, master your need for judging others and yourself, because when you judge others, they are judging you in return. When you're having expectations from others, they have expectations from you. It's a mirror. Everything that you go through is mirrored. Okay. So unless you learn to just let that go and be with what you experience or go through in the now, things cannot be the same. Because if we continue to think that, like suppose you talked of the healing part also, maybe he's not attuned to it, that's okay. Maybe it's not supposed to be in his life right now. Maybe there will come a time where he might want to do it. But if you are following it diligently, doing it for yourself, there would be shifts around you in your mental space, in your physical space, in your spiritual space. He will feel those vibrations. And probably, maybe he might say, turn around one day and say, okay, what is it that you do? Okay, I'd like to try a few statements here and there. So the thing is, the day we drop our expectations and the day we just allow ourselves to be instead of expecting others to be the way we are, and fill up that space with joy, happiness, laughter, mirth, forgiveness, letting go, making jokes about it in a good way, and understanding that, you can deal with a lot of situations just by happiness. I mean, if something tragic has happened, like somebody sent me a video today, and I thought it was such a simple example, but so nice that a couple is sitting and they ask the helper for a glass of water. She comes in the room and she drops it and it breaks. And she's absolutely petrified and she says, I'm so sorry, etc. And the gentleman says, it's okay. No, no worries. You can get me another glass. Be careful when you pick up this glass pieces. And the wife also says, just be careful. Don't, hurt yourself. And the girl has a very wondrous look on her face, wherein the man talks later and says, things like this, when they happen, there are two choices. Either we decide to let go of it and not hold on that, oh, my precious glass has gone or something has broken, and or you can shout and scream and look at the repercussions. When you do that, you create so much of negative energy inside you. You hurt yourself. Your solar plexus starts to go into a recoil because there's a power game on, right? If it's a helper, suppose tomorrow she might say, I don't want to work with you, and she'll go away. Then everything will go topsy. So you see the chain reaction that can happen if we make choices that are governed and ruled by judgments, expectations, anger, frustrations, helplessness, etc. But if you just allow yourself to say, chill, it's okay. If anybody could have broken it, no, the glass or whatever. So that keeps happening every time, I'm sure, in every house. Forget the glass. There may be many other things. Oh, I forgot to do it. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't do this. Some partner might say, or your children might say, and things can go on like this. You have a choice. It's okay. Abhi, I'm not been able to do it. Do you think you can do it in the next couple of hours if it is an emergency? Do you think you can finish your homework in time because you need to be in bed? And when you're going to bed, I can give you your iPad or iPhone or whatever for half an hour later. Right now, just leave it. So these things, they start working on the mind of people. And when you're doing it with a smile and happiness, you're not being a saint. You're just being a calm, gentle, understanding person. So that effort can come from you, Neha. People, anybody who agrees with me or disagrees, please raise your hands and let's talk about it.
मैम, मैंने तो कई बार फील किया है कि ट्रैफिक में अगर हम होते हैं कहीं भी,
हाँ,
और आप समझ सकते हैं ट्रैफिक में क्या होता है, अगर ज्यादा है तो सामने वाला भी गुस्से में हॉर्न बजाता है, कुछ भी।
हम्म,
आप हल्का सा स्माइल करके अगर केवल स्माइल करके देख लेते हैं ना, तो सामने वाला ईज में हो जाता है। फिर कहता है,
yeah,
अच्छा आप इधर से निकाल लो, मैं इधर से निकाल लेता हूँ, या आप ऐसे कर
exactly.
लो, मैं ऐसे कर लूँ।
Yeah,
इवन आप किसी डिपार्टमेंटल स्टोर गए या कहीं भी छोटी शॉप पे गए, अगर मान लो वो किसी से पहले लड़के बैठा हुआ या कोई बात है, तो पता लग जाता है कि यार ये इस कंडीशन में जैसे ही बोलने लगता है तो हंसी आ जाती है कि यार
yes,
आप एक काम करो, ज्यादा लो, तो वो हंस पड़ता है कि अरे यार आप ऐसे क्यों बात कर रहे हो। तो
right.
उसमें ज्यादा मजा आता है, क्योंकि एक लाइट फीलिंग में क्या है, वो भी लाइट और हम भी इतने लाइट रहते हैं कि
बिल्कुल,
कोई चीज सर पे नहीं होती या हल्की रहती है। वो तो
yes,
डिपेंड करता है कि हम उसे भारी कर दें। अगर
yes,
सामने वाला हॉर्न बजाए, मैं 2 बार हॉर्न बजा दूं, तो क्या होगा, दोनों गाड़ी में से निकल के आपस में गुथ लेंगे। तो एक स्माइल पे इतना इजी हो जाता है कि सामने वाला कहता है अरे यार
Absolutely.
सॉरी, आप इधर से निकलो, मैं इधर से निकलो।
Okay. Thank you, Jayashankar ji. Maima, you'd like to say something? Then I'll do the recitation for this.
Yes, I
Thank you
wanted to.
for sharing. Thank
Thank you,
you.
Neha.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just wanted to ask about, like when you said that have lower expectations
yeah.
and not judge the other person. But what happens is that if we don't have expectations, we also get very angry that, like we may say that we don't have expectations, but it makes us angry that those needs are not being fulfilled. So how do we address that?
That's a different story that I can talk to you separately. Today, we are talking about how to convert everything that is around you into
Okay.
happiness and joy. Because
Okay.
even if there are circumstances and reasons where there are expectations which you have from others,
Hmm.
unless you let go of those expectations,
Hmm.
how will you do that? When you start working on yourself. How will you do that? When the whole feeling comes to the point that you start becoming neutral to all that is around you. When you are neutral, there'll be no anger. And when there's no anger, then the expectation will not be there, the judgments will not happen. You will learn to how to manage and learn to live your life thereafter.
Hmm.
Otherwise, it can never happen. The moment there are any emotions, that means you're holding on and you're not trying to, you might say that I am the happy, joyous self when I'm alone. That's not the point.
Hmm.
You should be happy under all. I'm not saying that everybody is happy all the time, for sure. But if 80% of our time is spent in happiness, life can become simpler, easy, and more resourceful also. Yeah.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
that's, yeah. So
Okay.
now let's just get down to the recitation part of it because it's full of just joy, nothing else. Okay. So let's all close our eyes. Take a deep, deep breath. Breathe in love, joy, faith, happiness, integrity. And breathe out all that is negative in your space and does not resonate with you. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Return to normal breathing. Invoke your healing masters, healing guides, healing angels, your higher consciousness, radical consciousness, love consciousness, prosperity consciousness, happiness consciousness, your teachers, mentors, gurus, and guides. Seek their blessings, seek their guidance as we try and understand today all those aspects that we can work on to bring joy into our lives and bring happiness into our lives and give us a reason to learn to laugh, smile, and be happy. Take a deep breath as you collect all your energies from wherever they are in the universe. Once you feel centered, take another deep breath and recite with me. With soul's love, I accept and embrace laughter as my daily vitamin. With soul's love, I accept and embrace laughter as my daily vitamin. With soul's love, I accept and embrace my sense of humor. With soul's love, I accept and embrace my sense of humor. With soul's love, I accept and embrace joy in every little thing. With soul's love, I accept and embrace joy in every little thing. With soul's love, I accept and embrace my ability to laugh at myself. With soul's love, I accept and embrace my ability to laugh at myself. With soul's love, I accept and embrace joyous moments with my loved ones. With soul's love, I accept and embrace joyous moments with my loved ones. With soul's love, I accept and embrace humor as my stress reliever. With soul's love, I accept and embrace humor as my stress reliever. With soul's love, I accept and embrace the inner funny person in me. With soul's love, I accept and embrace the inner funny person in me. With soul's love, I accept and embrace having a full laugh when I want to. With soul's love, I accept and embrace having a full laugh when I wish to. With soul's love, I accept and embrace life's little surprises. With soul's love, I accept and embrace life's little surprises. With soul's love, I accept and embrace my creative humor. With soul's love, I accept and embrace my creative humor. With soul's love, I accept and embrace laughter as my mood lifter. With soul's love, I accept and embrace laughter as my mood lifter. With soul's love, I accept and embrace playful time with my friends. With soul's love, I accept and embrace playful time with my friends. With soul's love, I accept and embrace my unique laughter style. With soul's love, I accept and embrace my unique laughter style. With soul's love, I accept and embrace my ability to find humor in chaos. With soul's love, I accept and embrace my ability to find humor in chaos. With soul's love, I accept and embrace my joyful moments of silliness. With soul's love, I accept and embrace my joyful moments of silliness. With soul's love, I accept and embrace laughter as my self-love practice. With soul's love, I accept and embrace laughter as my self-love practice. With soul's love, I accept and embrace laughter as my life's journey fulfillment. With soul's love, I accept and embrace laughter as my life's journey's fulfillment. Take a deep breath and now recite with me. With soul's love, I make it easy to laugh at myself. With soul's love, I make it easy to laugh at myself. With soul's love, I make it easy to spread joy to others. With soul's love, I make it easy to spread joy to others. With soul's love, I make it easy to create joyful memories. With soul's love, I make it easy to create joyful memories. With soul's love, I make it easy to laugh often and freely. With soul's love, I make it easy to laugh often and freely. With soul's love, I make it easy to find humor in mistakes. With soul's love, I make it easy to find humor in mistakes. With soul's love, I make it easy to bring laughter to others. With soul's love, I make it easy to bring laughter to others. With soul's love, I make it easy to be spontaneous and playful. With soul's love, I make it easy to be spontaneous and playful. With soul's love, I make it easy to create a joyous atmosphere. With soul's love, I make it easy to create a joyous atmosphere. With soul's love, I make it easy to laugh with others. With soul's love, I make it easy to laugh with others. With soul's love, I make it easy to live a joyful life. With soul's love, I make it easy to live a joyful life. With soul's love, I make it easy to live a joyful life. Take another deep breath. Feel the messages of soul's love entering your mind, body, and soul, filling up each muscle, tissue, fiber, cell, organ of your body. And when you feel a sense of completion and fulfillment, take a deep breath and affirm, I passionately progress in life with laughter, joy, and happiness. I passionately progress in life with laughter, joy, and happiness. I passionately progress in life with laughter, joy, and happiness. Take another deep breath. And when you feel you have absorbed the joy, laughter, happiness as part of your routine in life from today onwards, absorb it. Take a deep breath and open your eyes. Any thoughts, any questions, anything you'd like to say? Anyone?
फीलिंग ही फीलिंग है, काफी अच्छा लगा, पूरी बॉडी में अच्छा लगा, और काफी आसपास में जो फ्रेंड सर्किल है वो ज्यादा और एंजॉय कर रहा था, पूरा फील हुआ।
Okay.
हम किसी
Well,
से अगर बात भी कर रहे हैं तो एक इमेजिनरी, जिसे मेटाफिजिकल कहते हैं ना, कि फील हो रहा था कि हाँ अब किसी से बात कर रहे हैं तो और ज्यादा स्माइल, और ज्यादा हंसी है, किसी को
okay.
सुन रहे हैं तो बहुत जॉयसली सुन रहे हैं।
Good. इसको
और
अपनी जिंदगी का हिस्सा बनाना है कि
हाँ,
सुनेंगे भी तो मुस्कुरा के, बोलेंगे भी तो मुस्कुरा के। जिंदगी बहुत आसान है, जीना उसको हमें आना चाहिए, बस ये बात है।
मेरा कई बार, एक दो बार ऐसा हुआ कि जैसे गाड़ी का चालान होना है, आपने रेड लाइट से निकाल दी,
हम्म,
तो पुलिस वाला रोक लेता है कि बोले, तो उस समय हंसी आती है, तो वो कहता है बोले हंस क्यों रहे हो? मैंने कहा देखो कितनी मजे की बात है, मैंने रेड लाइट क्रॉस कर दिया और अब आप मेरा चालान काटोगे,
हम्म,
और फिर मुझे या तो कोर्ट जाना पड़ेगा, यहाँ आपसे पूछना पड़ेगा आपको यहाँ पे कितने दिन। तो
हम्म,
कह रहे बोले तुम्हें टेंशन नहीं हो रही कि, मैंने कहा नहीं मुझे तो मजा आ रहा है, मैंने कहा एक सीख नहीं मिल रही है मेरे को। तो
हाँ,
वो हंसते हंसते ही कहते हैं, बोले ठीक है, अब पता नहीं क्या वो स्माइल में होता है, वो एक काम करिए मेरा नंबर ले, आगे कोई तेरे को रोके ना तो मेरी बात करवा दे,
अच्छा
वो भी
देखो,
छोड़ देते
काम
हैं।
हो
हाँ,
गया।
तो वही एक, अगर अपन स्माइल करते रहते हैं ना, खुशी में रहते हैं, तो
जी,
यूनिवर्स किसी ना किसी को आपकी हेल्प के लिए भेजता ही रहता
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल सही
है। ये
बोला।
मैंने कई जगह फील किया, कई जगह feel।
वंडरफुल।
आपसे भी कुछ पूछना होता है तो आप भी स्माइल से बता देती हो।
सभी बताते हैं, ऐसी बात नहीं है,
हाँ
सभी
जी,
बताते हैं।
हाँ जी, थैंक यू
या,
सो मच।
थैंक यू। Yeah, any other questions, any other points that anybody would like to say or share? Okay. So thank you very much for being in this space today. Wish you all the best. Have a great weekend and see you again next Friday for Fulsome Friday with something new and something different. Okay. All the best. Good night, all of you. Bye bye.